All right, Coach, start the week with NKU tomorrow. Just talk to me about getting back to the field. I know after this past weekend, it's probably something you want to get right back on the field, try to correct some mistakes. Just kind of talk to me about Wednesday's game.
Yeah, everything you said's good there. We definitely want to get back on the field and get that taste out of our mouth from Sunday. Excited to see how our guys respond to I think one of the lesser days since I've been here, or one of the worst days I've had since I've been here as a coach. And see how our guys respond to that. I think there's times in coaching when it's good to go rattle the cage and be really frustrated. And the easy thing to do, I think, when you're frustrated is to be angry and to be mad. And the thing I think we're really working hard on right now is to see, coaching staff starting there to look in the mirror and say, what are we doing? What can we be doing to make sure we're getting the best out of these guys? Because like we said all year, there's some talent on the roster. Guys are underperforming right now. And if you got a bunch of guys underperforming, then I want to look inward and see, what can I do different to try and get a talented baseball player to play a little better? Is it getting them more comfortable or getting them a little less comfortable? And I think those are true. Either one of those can be true for different guys. So I think that's kind of what we're looking into a little bit today at practice and after the game on Sunday, and trying to figure out what we need to do a little bit better, what we need to do a little different, and see how our guys respond on Wednesday to what we're trying to get out of them.
In terms of the at-bats, is there any one thing you're seeing across the board, or is each guy different with what you're trying to kind of pick on and improve?
Well, I think we've got something that's a little different with our lineup this year than it was maybe a year ago. Is we had a lot more power up and down the lineup this year or last year. Which I think actually hid some issues we had as a team last year, as a lineup last year. We looking at those things this fall and this winter, we've tried to tailor our approach a little bit more specific to individual hitters, which I think is the right thing to do. Steve Sada is not a guy who can go up there and we can expect to hit 10 home runs a year. It's not the kind of hitter he is. We need him to get on base any way possible, be a scrappy, hopefully a leadoff type hitter for us. And there's other guys in our lineup like that, and there's other guys that we count on to hit the ball over the outfielders' heads and be big RBI guys. And the frustrating part right now is that we have, outside of Adam Yasik, basically a lineup full of guys that have had some success that are really struggling right now. And I don't think there's one thing necessarily that is the issue with our lineup, but there are just some guys underperforming. And I think what happens is you get off to a slow start, and then you start squeezing the bat a little bit tighter. Now guys start looking at their batting average or looking at their record, and that's the thing we've got to be. We've got to be tough enough to be above those things, because if we're going to be good, we've got to come out of it. And if we're so caught up in what some numbers say on a computer screen, then we're not going to come out of it,
Let's talk about, like you said, that you alluded to a little bit. You guys are putting the work in. You've got the talent, but the results aren't coming. How do you kind of keep them locked in and just trying to talk to them about, okay, if we just keep working, we'll break through eventually?
Well, I think it's to keep coaching. I think the tough part, I kind of saying it earlier, the easy thing to do when you're frustrated is to be frustrated. That's not the adult thing to do or the coaching thing to do too. And that's something I learned as a younger assistant coach. My first year as a director of operations here at Miami, when my first year out of college, was getting to watch that staff when things would go bad, and getting to see the knee-jerk reaction needed to be and was to coach the guys more, to keep coaching and keep getting the message across more. And I think that's something that we need to make sure is the pinnacle of what we're doing right now. Is it frustrating to be where we're at? Sure. Was Sunday a really bad day for us? Absolutely. But what's going to make us better isn't me throwing chairs in the locker room and being angry and having guys afraid to come up and talk to me. That's not what's going to get us better. What's going to get us better is that guys can come in and keep talking things out and keep working on what we think they need to be working on to make us a great team. And the fact of the matter is, we have waved goodbye to any shot of being an at-large team or anything like that this year. So what's really important to us is to really be good in our conference. And we haven't lost a conference game yet. Whatever we can do to get our team the mentality that we want them to do and coach them up as best we can to get us ready for next weekend against Western Michigan, it's vitally important to us right now. And I can promise you that there's not one guy, coaching staff, player, anything else who's thinking anything but being a MAC championship team this year. We had other goals. Some of them were probably not attainable anymore, but we can still be a MAC championship ball club, and that's what we're going to work to every day.
You mentioned the importance of MAC play. Obviously opens up this weekend with Western Michigan. Like you said, they're defending MAC tournament champions. Talk about whether you like kind of opening up with a team like that and kind of what kind of focus you're going to need to bring into the opening week. And obviously there's going to be a lot of emotions on both sides trying to open up conference play in a big way.
I really think the conference, the way it plays out is I don't care who we play. I really could care less who we have that weekend. It's about what we can control. It's about what we do, and if we take care of our side of if we take care of Miami baseball and we play the game the right way and we're working our tails off for 9 innings every day, I think I can live with the results, and I can live with the reason I can live with the results because I think we're going to win most of those games. So I think that's the key. Western Michigan's a good club. They're swinging the bats like crazy right now. I think they're top 10 in the country in team batting average. All those stuff's neat. But there's nothing Western Michigan does that's going to keep me up at night. It's more about the stuff what we're doing, right or wrong, that's going to keep me up at night. And if we execute what we want to do, then I feel good about what we'll do this weekend, and I feel like the results will take care of themselves.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this week.
Yeah, thank you.